So to understand why this moment is so outrageous, we have to understand who the Afrikaners are and how we got here in the first place. Afrikaners are white South Africans descended primarily from Dutch settlers who colonized the region in the 1600s. They were the architects of apartheid, a brutal, legally enforced system of racial segregation that lasted until the early 1990s. Now, under apartheid, Black South Africans were forcibly removed from their land, denied basic rights, and subjected to systemic violence. And even after apartheid officially ended, the wealth gap remains staggering. White South Africans, who make up less than 10% of the population, still control over 70% of agricultural land. Generational land dispossession has left Black South Africans in poverty, while white elites still benefit from systems designed to advantage them. Which brings us to the spark. In January 2025, the South African government passed a land expropriation law, part of a long-delayed effort to address that land imbalance. The law allows the government to seize certain underutilized lands for public interest without compensation, a move aimed at correcting historical injustices, and that's when the backlash began. One of the first things Trump did after taking office was appoint himself the savior of Afrikaners. He launched an attack, claiming that white South Africans were being treated very badly and that a massive human rights violation was underway. He wrote, "South Africa is confiscating land and treating certain classes of people very badly. It is a bad situation that the radical left media doesn't want to so much as mention. A massive human rights violation, at a minimum, is happening for all to see. The United States won't stand for it. We will act. Also, I'll be cutting off all future funding to South Africa until a full investigation has been completed." Let that sink in. And he was not bluffing when he said, "We will act." Because just days later, he issued an executive order condemning South Africa's land reform efforts, claiming that Afrikaners were victims of race-based discrimination and racially motivated property confiscation.